Hallo heren, welcome back to Inkbound. So, let's see. Oh. So play.
You wake upon the shores of an inky expanse, the sea of ink. In the dark ahead of you, a speck blinks a light and pulses as you move deeper into the void. The glowing mote of light blinks more brightly with your approach. As you reach to touch it, it inscribes strange glyphs into the air. Some unknown language. Embrace the light. The light begins to surge, growing brighter and brighter until all you can see is light. And then, gone. A moment later, it blinks a light by your side, bound to you.
And now we go to these.
Into the sea and said, "That's how you raise a child." Maybe this is the one, Nib.
Then the poor soul is a needless. You know as well as I that they are unable to speak or to bind.
But they've bound a new quill. Arthur knows they don't like those needless very much, so something has to be going on.
That makes no sense. These stories have been fading long before more quills started showing up. Best leave the needless to fall right back into the sea where they came.
Aww. Why don't we at least let them choose their aspect and forms first? It'd be a shame to not even see what they choose to be.
So we go to character creation. So which one do we want? So the brawler, the ninja, or the kind of spellcaster. Is around the battlefield, seeking your enemy's weaknesses, then unleash Morse cloaks, shuriken in a deadly. Let's try this one. We can change it later. Let's see. This just looks strange. Let's just go with the dark one. Let's just turn this off. I think that's better. Face paint. I can't even see that on this character. Just confirm. There we go. Normal battle, restore 15 HP. Combat tutorial. Combat in Inkbound is turn-based. Right now, it's your turn. The enemies are showing that they plan to do what they plan to do on their turn. During your turn, you can freely move using the WASD keys. Try moving to the shiny spot. Now try to, good. Now try to move to the next lowy spot. Moving consumes a resource called will. It won't deplete until you use an ability. You have a limited amount of will to use each turn. The Unraveled are trying to destroy this world. Move near this enemy to prepare an attack. Your abilities are called bindings. Click on the first one to start aiming. Oh, so he's invulnerable, that's why. Using bindings. Bindings also consume will. Attack the enemy and use up the remaining of your will. Ending your turn, great. When you're done with your turn, click the end button. And take 1 damage. The enemy's turn. Your enemy attacked during that turn. You need to watch your health to ensure you stay alive. Orbs of power. A blue orb. A blue glowing orb spawned at the start of your turn. You can collect these to reduce binding cooldowns and restore will. Try clicking on it now. Use what you've learned to defeat all the enemies and complete the combat encounter. So as the Scavenger's Dash, dash a normal medium distance. Inflict marked, gain 1 shuriken for each enemy or ally you pass through. Flurry, deal 35 damage and consume your shuriken, release them forward. So if I do this and then attack, I murder him. So that's the health.
You, Needless! Looks like you're not dead yet, so that's a good sign. And the form you chose is wonderful.
Yes, you've bound a quill. Quite unusual. It seems the ink has plans for you.
Oh, yes it does. You've already performed bindings and everything. Quite the spectacle it was.
Yes. A needless and a binder. Well, the Guardian ahead will not be as kind. Should you defeat it, perhaps you and your quill truly are fated for something grander than the sea.
Or not.
Guardian of the Void. Face this last Guardian and find the exit from the Sea of Ink. And start. Critical hits. Your binding has gained a critical charge. Bindings have a chance equal to your crit chance to gain this charge, indicated by the flames surrounding them. They will do bonus damage equal to your crit damage stat the next time they are used. We have 2 of them. So I have marked. Almost insta kill him. And he's gone. Wow, he does a lot of damage with the shurikens.
Well, it seems you're a binder of some strength. Though you will continue to find these anomalies spread throughout our worlds.
They're taking all the ink away from us, making our stories fade away. Bad little Unraveled. Bad.
For now, though, it's time you leave this place and venture to the Atheneum, the center and stronghold for all these worlds.
They don't like us much in there, so best if we say our goodbyes for now. But don't you worry, we'll see you soon.
The ink is not yet finished with you, Needless. Your form is young and still without purpose, but trust in your quill, and you may just find it.
And to the main area.
You appear inside a cavernous hall, packed with emptiness. but full of stories. A massive clock of books and gears looms above the expanse, tick, tick, ticking away. From the countless black depths, damp breezes moan to life and stir the pages strewn about the rubble. Your quill urges you deeper into the cavernous space.
Oh, so it still has that. I can turn that off. Yeah, so there's also the main lobby, which is kind of a pain in the ass. Repository. Inventory. Oh, speak to the gatekeeper.
Arthur be damned, another one. All you needless just traipse in here, still damp from the sea from which you crawled. I thought that surely the Inkbound had created you with more sense than that, yet you all continue to surprise me. Well, you're in the Atheneum now, needless. And no binder worth their words is going to give you unfettered access to our stories without a proper proving. A short dive into the inkwell should give us a good idea of you. And at the very least, knock a little sense into that empty head. Try not to drown too quickly.
The source of the ticking. A giant wheel of books and gears which all paths lead to. The heart of the Atheneum.
Don't you touch that bindery, needless, or your next dive into the inkwell will be your last. If even one book shifts out of place, the worlds to which you travel might collapse entirely.
Not a heart, then. A brain.
So we go up here and unranked dive. And to do a new world from the Sea of Ink. Oh, this is not voiced. Ah, another needless. Always a welcome sight to see another one of you running around around our worlds. You're the ones doing the hard work after all. The Inkbound is trying, I'm sure, but you are the ones actually fighting those villains, nasty creatures. But you'll see that soon enough. Oh, and you can call me the scribe, but honestly, it's best you keep a meeting between us. As you approach the edge of a sea of ink, I think that should be of the Sea of Ink, your quill picks up the trails of stolen ink tinged with the scent of the creatures that guard it. Your quill urges you to choose one of these trails, follow it, and reclaim the ink guarded by the foe waiting at the end. So Argalef, inflict 140 poison, burn, frostbite or bleed. Cinder, visit the carver 3 times. Shadow of Runestone, spend 750 quillings. Oh, these are challenges. Poison, burn, frostbite or bleed. I don't think I have the character for that. This is mostly crit. Let's actually do a money run and see what happens. So yeah, that's basically a quest you get. Superior Vault. The Lion's Share. On defeating an enemy, gain 2 stacks of Shattered Will. Frozen Heart. On being hit, inflict 5 stacks of Frostbite to the attacker. Alchemist's Tool Belt. On combat end, drop a random potion, or on consuming an item in combat gain 1 ability power until the end of turn. What is a shattered will? At 10 stacks gain 1 will. Oh, this can be really useful. Oh, you can easily get poison on this character. Poison dash. Inflict 2 stacks of poison per hit, so it's on this. Yeah, let's get poison dash. So the Vengeboot, blighted branches of blackened barks drag travelers into the dark embrace of the Vengeboot. Garden's Edge, the once lost respite of a recluse, now overrun with unraveled. The Radiant Market, remains of the market's first tall festival terrorized by evil lurking in the depths. Let's actually get this one.
A once vibrant market serving binders throughout the ages, now reduced to rubble and ruin. The feats of the Atheneum are plain to see, grand in design, but vain in construct.
It made this really easy to see the breakables now. Let's see. Common augment, tarnish the vault. No, we're getting Quelling Page. I need a lot of money. We get a potion. What does this do? Disintegration oil. Inflict hacks and shatter on all enemies. And begin combat. Let's get marked. Double kill. Let's take the power orb. And hit him once. Oh, he generates that poison stuff. Do that. Just murder them. Secret of the Ooze. The purple goop is blight. It deals unpreventable damage when you when you take an action or end your turn on it. Move a little bit. Once I can kill it, no I can't. Let's move out of sight of range. Oh, there's another one. And murder. Distant dash increases dash range. Distant flurry increases range. Plus 10 damage. Is that worth it? Or should I just up my throwing range, throwing damage by 10? This does 35. Let's actually get dash distance. Up magic power. You just increase your stats. Open the stats screen by pressing the button on your menu bar or by pressing Z. So yeah, it adds more magic power, so 10% more magic damage. Rove of Bindings. Gain a powerful new binding or a sent one if your bar is full. The binding. After image, an ally gains 1 stack of evasive and gains critical charge on a random binding. Chain lightning deals 33 damage to a single enemy. Damage spreads to nearby enemies, inflicts 1 stack of shock. Invigorate, gain 10 ability power for your next binding this turn. Now let's actually, this should be magic damage. Pretty sure that's what it says. Let's get chain lightning. And another clothing cage. I restored health. Threshold. Every 25% max health threshold will drop some coilings. Defeating it will drop even more. Roll free combat after 2 turns. Shock both of them. Wait, that does not do any damage. This thing has way too much health. Oh, they still hit me. Thought I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm taking a lot of damage if I stay here. That. There's the 2 of them. Oh, I'm outside of range. Yeah, these just attack normally. He's gone. Let's gain that one. And murder all of them. Oh, it's like a timed explosive. That's why I took damage. Oh, I feel like an idiot. Ability power, crit damage. I haven't really seen a crit, even though I have a 15% crit chance on my normal attack. Let's see. Your damage from all sources deal 10% damage per point. So that's a damage all thing. On the user is set cooldown once per turn. Quick dash. Crit chance and crit damage up on lightning. Let's take a quick dash. Let's see how that works. Overwhelming overflowing study of the chronicler and his quill lays a light. That is right within the runes, your quill senses forgotten power for you to harness. A rift in the story creates an opportunity for you to make a powerful choice. Let's go to the study. There's a vault. Cloak of the Conspirator. On your first turn, gain 3 stacks of stealth. Bead of Flame. On collecting an orb, inflict 3 stacks of burn to the nearest enemy. Unstable Circuitry. On losing all shields to damage, smite all enemies on turn start. This is useless because I don't have shields. Stealth. On being hit with a direct attack, dodge instead and lose 1 stack. On using a binding, lose 1 stack, max 5 stacks. I just get a bead of flame. Lies. Hurry up and look presentable. One of the silent wonders is here. Hello there, Needless. What an honor this must be for you to finally meet the genius, the legendary, the once-in-a-lifetime intellect, the chronicler, and his girl companion Lise. Nothing, quickest counselor of the Third Age, fabled author of 1,000 tomes, binder to the brightest sliver of creation. What do they teach up there anymore? He sounded disappointed. Common Augment Tarnished Vault, Glyph Globule, Superior Vault. So it looks like I need to go to this one, because that's a superior. Just lightning everything. Out of range. Yeah, now I can actually use it twice. Move and murder. And I'll take some damage. So I have several shuriken. Dash. Oh wait, that's the wrong weapon. Oops. And kill. I can dash again. Yeah, that is becoming more useful. No, not that one. Kill a bunch of them. And let's just murder them one by one. Oh, he's outside of range. Let's wait. The orbs. Dash and move. I'm getting used to this. I'm getting used to this. On combat end, restore 10 HP. That could be really useful now. Being hit, deal 82 physical damage to the attacker. Or drop a random potion. And on using an item, you gain ability power. Let's get the tool belt. That should give me an item every round. Frostbite damage, burn damage. I don't think I can. Oh, restore HP. Let's re-roll this. Spike damage, physical. Does spike damage always affect my character? Let's try that. What happens if I just take spike damage? Inflict an additional stack of shocked. Crit damage, inflict 2 stacks of bleed. Oh, let's do double shock. And we got a potion, barrier potion. Oh, that gives me shields. So it looks like I can hold 2 potions. So grab the binding. Steal a large amount of quillings from an enemy. Shield wall. Gain 4 shields and 2 stacks of spiked. Ooh. Incendiary. Deal 60 damage in a small area. Inflicts 5 stacks of burn. But I do need money. And probably a shop soon. But this is let's just get survivability instead of getting murdered. See, free binding. Yeah, let's see what the shop has. Because I do need to spend it. Restore HP. Card.
Nice job with those unraveled so far. But you ain't lived until you fought a raven as big as a house. Though you probably have a lot more holes in you once you do, huh? Welly well, you're a shiny new needless, aren't you? Got a quill and everything. Bet you got quillins to spare too, huh? Well, be buying or be moving. This place ain't kind to idlers. Can you move? You're standing in my light.
What of value? Training rates on combat end. This vestige gains 1 physical power up to 3 physical power. Oh, that's on being hit, 2 physical damage. On being hit, gain a small amount of quillings 10 times per combat. Ooh, I'll take that. Restore some health. Reroll. That's so expensive. Oh, that would be hilarious. The first one's free. On your turn, 33% chance to gain 5 ability power until the end of turn. Wow. On defeating an enemy, gain 2 stacks of Shattered Will. Well, let's get several of these. I can buy both. Why not? Well, this seems powerful. It's only a 33% chance, but still. There's shield wall. You know I spiked. Double shock. Let's go back out and wait. Was not enough to kill them. That's enough to kill one. Let's go here. Get 2 power orbs. That's too dangerous. I don't think I have shurikens. So the damage is low. Am I just unable to hit these? I think my normal attack does more. Gain shield. Inflict hex and shatter on all enemies. We'll see. Soul Shackle. I'm being hit. So he gets spiked. Let's actually see. Let's get out of range. Oh, I can use it twice again. Just shoot it. Oh, these are doing a blasting. That's gonna hurt. What does this do? Receive 20% incoming physical damage lost at end of turn. Yeah, that explosion damage is doing a lot to me. Let's do the lightning thing. Let's get through this one again. And just shotgun myself through it. Is it just a global, you just get hit? Is there a... I don't think there's a way to not take damage from this thing. Don't stand in there. Just hit them. Let's get shields. In the orb. Look up that guy. What does it say it won't do any damage to him? Soul shield. Oh, I need to kill all the... That's why. Just murder that thing. Yeah, if the enemy's alive, then he gains some kind of resistance. Murder that one. feel like I need a massive AoE build or a lot of damage. I don't think that shield is enough. And I'm dead. Yeah, that was no way. The journey ended in the Radiant Market. Return home. So yeah, this has a season thing. And there's certain achievements you can get. And there's the quests. So one quest available, needless of the ink. But to get this, explore the worlds in the Inkbound as far as you can. But yeah, that level is kind of hard to deal with. So there's milestones, give you certain things, collections, records and books. Oh, these are not in here yet. Let's click out. What's this? Character. Story begins. Oh, that's season pass. And that's your settings. Oh, return to the gatekeeper.
Dry. If you're to be counted amongst our ranks, at least wipe your feet. Arthur be damned. This Athenian will drown in the filth you track in well before the sea takes us. Be grateful the Inkbound places more faith in you than do I. Since you've decided to return, you'll find a few more of us that remain here. The unraveled left us thin in numbers. We scattered after, but many have begun to return. You were made to serve, needless. So, meet the other binders of the Atheneum and help them in whatever meager ways you can.
Let's see. Vow mark. On your first turn, if you are above half HP, gain 3 physical power until end of combat.
Hurry then.
Meet the counselor. Oh wait, that's all on this side.
Oh, well, hello. I'm the counselor. Used to be a lot more of us. Counselors, that is. And everyone else, I guess. But just me now. Just me now. Make the rules around here. More like laws, I guess. It's a bit complicated. Mostly it just means that I record things that people do. Other people. Which reminds me, I've got a list of specific things I need done on the board behind me. Changes day to day. But if you're free and you don't mind, any help you give would be, helpful.
These are daily tasks. Complete hard combat encounters in Guardian's Edge. Perform critical hits as Mask Cloak in a single combat. Oh, and that's collaborative. So yeah, can I just... Oh, I can only take one of these. Oh, that's upping the critical chance a lot. And that's Guardian's Edge. So that just keeps track of one. Oh, that's the
Well, it's nice to be back again so fast. Even if the place is a wreck. But the sight of all you needless buzzing around does give me a bit of hope. Surprised to hear we aren't as gruff as Grumpy Beard, huh? Well, sometimes a little youth goes a long way. You can call me the Stigmatist, craftswoman of forms and aspects. If you're looking to mix up your aspect, I'm your gal. Though it looks like you've got a solid one already. But if you ever do want to switch it up, go ahead and use that aspect apparatus over there. Got a couple other aspects for you to try out if you're feeling up to it.
So yeah, you can change your character. And there's 2 that are sealed. Complete the Obelisk quest. Complete the Clairvoyant quest. So yeah, and then we have the 3 starting characters we can just use. And is this...
You hear passing pages and manic mutters behind the door. Candlelight flickers at the bottom of the door frame. You knock on the door and immediately the muttering stops. Then, shadows shuffle across the flickering light before it goes dark. As you turn to leave, you hear a rustling on the floor. A note with nothing but a list of tasks, none of them small.
And you go back to this guy.
Ignored by the Inkbound? Well, that's no real surprise. Your presence is at least known now. But that does not mean that there is any more hope for the larger threat to us all. I can tell by your vacant expression that you've no clue who this Inkbound is. Only our chosen hero, our fearless leader, and most trusted protector, our savior. While you and your quill gallivant through the worlds to achieve some temporary victory, the Inkbound toils away at a more permanent solution to these unraveled and off-fading stories. Regrettably, there is still work to be done, thus your creation. The Garden's edge currently fades fastest. Your attention should be focused there to reclaim its ink for us.
Nim's Oath. On hitting, inflict daze twice per turn. So yeah, it unlocks these. Yeah, and that's all the story stuff. Well, yeah, that's it for this episode. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.